Crazy girl.
The moment that I saw her, it was love at first sight.
Yeah.
Yeah! You ready to go home?
She was so tiny, only 140 grams when we got her. The obstacles for Aoife were being sick and obviously being orphaned. She was hungry, and as soon as I fed her, she just latched on so easily. I just saw then that she had that will to survive. We took her into the vet, and she just has no feeling in her legs. Being so young, she honestly just does not notice that there's any difference with her. She was such a fighter. Her mobility first was really, really poor. Her muscle tone, she was really struggling to pull just her own body weight. We took it very slowly.
Good girl.
It just took getting her to play with toys and be concentrating on them and wanting them so she can move around more and more. And then she started putting on weight and feeling better. She almost buzzes. She has so much energy, she buzzes. I've had her 11 weeks now. Now she runs like lightning. She loves and purrs and cuddles. And eats and does all the things normal cats do. She just needs help doing some things.
Hi, cutie pie. What you doing?
Aoife is joy, pure joy. When you give an animal like Aoife the chance to be loved and to blossom, it's amazing to see how beautifully they can develop. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, I know, you guys are so scared. I'm so sorry.
These two beautiful, terrified kittens were in my porch. Their mom wasn't there.
Oh, I literally have no idea how you two got up here.
And this little one, and this little one. I genuinely feel like Dr. Dolittle now. Hi, you were terrified.
I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, and I was like, I'm going to foster. And hopefully a loving family will want to take both of them together.
Oh, you are breaking my heart.
They were being bottle fed every 2 to 4 hours. My best friend, she really wanted to be involved. So it was like we almost co-parented.
You guys cool?
You could tell that they were feral and they'd never really had human interaction or contact before. I never pressured them for anything. I let them do it on their own. Just taking that patience and unconditional love, knowing that nothing's ever going to happen to them, they're safe.
Good job, bud.
They are very, very close. First couple weeks, they were basically sleeping in shifts. One would stay awake and then one would sleep. It took a very long time for them to finally get comfortable.
Hi, baby. Bobo. Bowie. Binks. Hi. Hi, baby.
Bowie is still very, very timid and shy.
Take a look at her.
She's missing a toe. She's so happy. She keeps wagging her.
She's literally just modeling that. Sit down.
They look so comfy.
It just took time, them being comfortable enough to eat out of the bowl. For them to build that trust with you, it's an amazing feeling. Once beings started warming up and coming around, it was such a great feeling because that was something I'd been waiting for so long. Bowie is still doesn't let me pet her. Just having the bond that I have with them, I just couldn't imagine giving them up for adoption. I'm a bad foster. Binks is extremely agile and very sassy.
Binksy.
Bowie is still very shy, timid, reserved. It takes time for her to come around.
I've been struggling to build a bond with Bowie because she's terrified of everything. And she just came in my lap and started loving and playing. Yeah, you bite me all you want. I don't care. Give it your best shot, baby. Oh my God, my heart. I love you.
Yeah, they're becoming their own little individual selves, and it's so beautiful to watch. It took a lot for them to open themselves up to me and allow me to be their human. I couldn't imagine, I don't know what my life would be without them.
Binks. Binksy cat.
Shrimp! Shrimp. Shrimp! Shrimp. Shrimp. Shrimp! Stop chewing on power cords, man. Come on. Shrimp. No. No! Not the silverware shrimp! Shrimp. Stop that. Stop it. Stop! I wanted to adopt a cat. Which, famous last words. Shrimp! No. No. Dude! Shrimp! Get out of the bush! He has always had a desire for plants. Are you out of your mind? Give this to me! Try it. Just try me! Never-ending battle of trying to keep plants in my apartment. Shrimp, I just got this one. Shrimp! Don't eat that. Also, do you know how any of this happened? These plants aren't even connected anymore. Murderer! I started to see everything that I loved face mortal peril because he was just fascinated by it. You were constantly looking to get a rise out of me. Oh my God! Shrimp's behavior was sort of getting more intense, and I was just like, I think that he's bored. I have a really good friend. She was the one who was like, you should get another cat. It will help calm him down. It'll give him other stimulants. And I completely agree with that sentiment. But being that I lived in a studio apartment, I was like, if this second cat turns out to be anything like Shrimp, I will not make it. This just will not end well for me or any of my things. It will just turn into a dumpster fire. So I was like putting it off. The final straw came when I had been putting on bird videos on my television when I would leave for work. Came home, television shattered. So I reached out to another friend of mine. I get a text from her with a photo of Coconut just being like, he's ready tomorrow. And I was like, I was just thinking if I wanted to get a cat. But he had this little round pot belly and he was all fluffy. And I was like, I need this cat. Take the kitten home. And I think I spent 2 weeks keeping them separate, which was one of the most stressful points of my life. It was like trying again to hold back Shrimp's greatest desire from him or something. He wanted everything to do with that kitten, and then slowly but surely brought them together. Shrimp, we do not eat the baby, okay? No eating the baby. Stop antagonizing him.
Instantaneously, they matched. And Shrimp's crazy levels came, I mean, it's a huge scale, but they came down at least half.
You guys love each other. So sweet. Oh my god, no.
For the longest time, especially I think because Coconut was so little and such a kitten compared to Shrimp, he couldn't get up to the places that Shrimp was at, he couldn't do the same sort of things. So I just quickly cast him as like, not my favorite child, but just the straight A student, the one who like drinks water every day. And you have this like Mountain Dew chugging monster child in the corner who's like playing Fortnite and refuses to listen to you. Shrimp would be doing something mischievous and Coconut would just be sitting, watching, taking notes. When Coconut was around 6 months or so, he started it up.
Why are you in the bathtub? Get out!
I felt like I had just been sucker punched in the heart.
Oh my god, stop playing with scissors! Coconut just leapt, grabbed it, and dragged it off the wall. So...
It's me.
Meanwhile, Shrimp is just the calmest, sweetest little man. Coconut! Stop it! These are not for you! What has happened to the sweet child that I left? I had a hanging plant. They used their little cat tree house, which I am now going to break apart into firewood to jump into the air, grab the hanging basket, and rip it to the ground. It's hard not to assume that this was a personal attack. And don't think you're exempt from this either, mister.
I will say though that Coconut has also picked up on some of the best characteristics of Shrimp too. Well, they've just kind of taught each other to be like love bugs and super cuddly. When I got Shrimp, I was super depressed and he just brought this light into my life, or a raging fire rather. Cats have such a range where it's like you can have sweet, docile little Coconut, or you can have like this raptor troll Shrimp. They have honestly given me a reason for waking up. They've increased my life tenfold. I love them so much. I hope that everyone has the opportunity of summoning a fur demon from another realm.
You guys love each other. So sweet. Such sweet children.
Everyone meet our new friend. We knew that something had caused him to be so sad. He had had an owner that he loved and he didn't have him anymore, so he was heartbroken. We had someone reaching out about Phoenix. She'd seen him hanging around her apartment complex for over a year, and she had noticed that he started to get sick. Probably someone left, they knew it was kind of a gated apartment area. Hey, Phoenix. He was in rough shape and was losing all his hair. Try and show your beautiful face. Are we dancing? We're dancing now. He had been outside for a little while, and he's definitely an older guy, so he was definitely very depressed. Hey, good guy. Show everyone how beautiful you look now.
Oh, handsome dude.
He would let us pet him and everything like that, but he was very aloof.
I'm gonna go check it out.
All right, baby Phoenix. And so, unwanting of showing affection. Hey, big guy. He just wanted to lay and be by himself. He wanted nothing to do with any of the other cats.
Phoenix, but that's a little friend.
He was like, just leave me alone, I'm fine.
Good morning from Phoenix.
We kind of just thought that's how he's gonna be. Maybe he just doesn't want to have friends.
Okay.
And then he met Ruby.
Hey, little ones. Oh, they're tiny.
We had got called about some kittens that had been born in someone's backyard.
Alrighty. everyone meet our new little nuggets.
Ruby, we were very sick and weak. She wouldn't eat, and she was very dehydrated. 188.
What are you doing, baby girl?
And then one day she just decided to eat. And it was the most amazing thing ever. What's this, Ruby? And then she just started growing. Now she's a little maniac. So she was running around trying to play with anyone or anything, and we had Phoenix. He was just laying there.
Is that your papa?
I originally put my hand over Phoenix, like, I don't know how this guy's gonna react. She's little. You never know. He could hurt her because of his size.
Did you love Uncle Phoenix?
That's Phoenix's tail.
And she started playing with his tail. And at first he would kind of pull his foot back and kind of kick her a little bit.
He's not happy at all.
And then he got to the point where he was like, okay, I'm gonna see what this is. And then all of a sudden he just started bathing her. And we're like, what? This guy doesn't pay attention to any cats, and he's just gonna start bathing this tiny little kitten. From there on out, he really started to fall in love with her, and he would follow her around and be like, what is that little cat doing? She brought out this like other side of him that we did not know existed. He got playful, and we were like, oh my goodness. And he got this new side to him where he would play on his own too.
Oh my god, Fiend. Ruby's just watching him, paying attention.
It was like a completely different change in his personality.
I'm watching TV.
Yeah? It looks like a party.
Hey, Phoenix. Are you being a lap kitty right now?
Ruby helped him get to that point where he was happy. Once their connection formed, we knew that Phoenix needed her because he'd already suffered so much loss, and we're not going to take Ruby away from him now, the only one that really makes him happy. So we are going to only adopt them out together.
Ruby, you with your papa?
We're so glad they found each other. Mostly we're happy for Phoenix. We don't know what he'd be like now without her. As soon as I got him in my arms, when I looked at him, immediately my heart kind of sank.
Well, thank you for finding her.
He was just like, please, someone take me, because it was 100 degrees too. He just allowed to be picked up, and he wasn't moving.
So it's worse than I thought. Okay, cutie.
Thank you.
We thought that he was a female, because he was so malnourished, and he had already been neutered.
We're waiting for the doctor. She has a low temperature right now.
Probably his family moved away, left him outside, and he was left to defend for himself, and that's why he was so skinny.
Oh man, I don't like that. Nope.
We had the abscess on his forehead looked at. We started him on some antibiotics. It was that feeling of, finally, someone's taking care of me, I'm gonna get better.
It's okay, we're gonna help now.
For the first day, he was very weak. He was very dehydrated.
It's okay, honey.
We started giving him sub-Q fluid injections, and once the hydration started, he was still shaky, but he would stand up to eat.
Hi, Valentine. How you doing? How you doing?
He just wanted to give everyone an update and let everyone know he's doing good, responding well to the antibiotics. Inflammation is basically completely gone. He just needs to grow some hair back now. He's gaining weight, he's getting stronger. He's got new hair growing back.
As soon as that started to heal, he started to form a connection with us on like a different level. He became almost like a different cat. His personality changed to this, I love you guys. Every time we pick him up, he would start rubbing his face on our face and really saying thank you, I feel like. And then he likes to give kisses too, so he'll kiss my nose. He's a lover.
believe the infection on his face is completely cleared up. Top is good.
When I first saw his little baby hairs growing back, it was really exciting. He grew it back within a matter of weeks.
What are you guys doing?
You know, getting some fresh air.
Hey, Valentino.
When we hold him, he never leaves you. He'll sit on you until you have to get up.
Valentino! That's too much.
He wants you to be with him 100% of the time. Obviously, we're busy, so we have a lot of other kitties to care for. So he's going to be looking for a home, but it's going to have to be, obviously, the perfect home for him. Someone that's home a lot, spends a lot of time with him, will be able to hold him a lot of the time. He will love to be with someone where he gets 100% of the attention.
Good night from this little man.
Good night, Belle.
He found us, and we're going to find him a great home, too.
Let's see what Valentino's doing. Hey, Val! Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, sweetie?
So we just adopted this little guy and we're bringing him home for the first time. Here's Sasha, getting ready to go home.
This is where your house is.
Yeah.
Okay, you're home now, Sasha. You gonna go run around and check the place out? So this is Sasha's first week home and I think he's getting pretty comfy. I haven't seen Michael and Sasha in about an hour, so we're gonna go try to find them. Wow. You guys having a nice nap?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you might have to sleep in the guest room.
Okay, he looks pretty comfortable there.
Sasha, are you helping him make coffee?
Sasha, we've got mail.
What are you guys reading? What are you reading? Are you reading? Sasha, is that a good article? You join them for lunch.
What's up, bud?
So it's been a few weeks and these two are totally obsessed with each other and do everything together. Sasha helping you with your form? What are you guys doing in here?
A recount there for the racial justice. He will have support in the House bill.
Cocktail?
Drinks and snacks.
Mixed nuts? Cocktail? Mixed nuts? Cocktail.
The American racial justice. He will have support.
He doesn't leave the side, he'll follow. He's like a little shadow. He'd come and sit on me all the time. Sit on my shoulders, sit on my chest and sort of snuggle into my neck. He'll meow until I give him the attention, the strokes, the belly rubs. He loves belly rubs. gets at least one good brush every day. If I'll be sitting on the sofa watching TV, he'll walk around the top of the sofa, then he'll come and headbutting thing in the side of my neck and meowing and licking my face, and then he'll just sort of nestle in and fall asleep. Because we're working from home, Eric's got a new place he likes to sleep, which is my office. He'll come and sleep there for much of the day. He's very inquisitive. He'll jump up on my desk and try and get my attention and see what I'm doing. They've always been like that. They've always been very close to us. Eric is the silly, he likes belly rubs and tickles, and he plays, and Ollie is more of a geezer, if you like. He doesn't tolerate the silliness. Pretty much every evening. They do like to watch the iPads and the iPhone. They're very inquisitive to see what's going on. They do generally like to come and watch whatever I'm watching. And it doesn't just have to be a typical cat video. It doesn't have to be birds flying by or mice or something like that. They'll watch for maybe 10-15 minutes and then typically go to sleep. I think they do find that soothing and relaxing. Eric will start off in the cat beds, and then when we sort of settle down to go to sleep, he will jump up next to us. He has to sleep on the pillow. The amount of times I've been woken up with his tail wagging in my face, basically I don't need an alarm to get up to work because he does it for me. I've never had a cat before. This is the first time I've had cats. I mean, it does go against the stereotype of a cat. If you speak to a dog person, they'll say, oh, dogs are much more loving. Cats are selfish, they'll go and do their own thing. It's not like that at all with Eric and Ollie. They're both very attentive and close to us all the time. The main thing is to show them lots of love and attention. They are just really good company. They're very loving and close to us. That's the most rewarding thing, the relationship that we built with them.
Freddie would hide under the crib and we just wouldn't have any idea that he was in there. When I first saw it on the camera that Freddie was in there in the middle of the night, I mean, I was cracking up. The whole way it happened, like first he was creeping along and then she was like, oh, okay, hey, and giving him kisses. I love the secret meetings that they had behind our back, basically. And now we know to always check under our crib before we close the door. You're going in there? The first day we brought them home, she just saw they were so tiny. She already was going right into their carriers, like, let me in. They didn't care. I was like, okay, these are chill kittens. It'll be good for them to grow together. You making yourself at home? Freddie and Vito, they were only about 3 months old and Sadie was only a year. So they just developed this great bond from such an early age.
Are you playing with the kittens?
And the best thing was that they grew up together.
You giving him a kiss?
What's he doing? He went into your washer dryer. Is the tail tickling you? I think Freddie's brushing your hair. Oh, say good morning. Oh, you taking Freddie for a ride? fight like siblings. When they make up.
Sorry. Ready?
Sadie and Freddie definitely have the closest bond.
Hi, Freddie. Can we do yoga with me?
The two of them just kind of share that spunk and love of life and just want to do it all together, so why not? Liam is 3 months old, and Freddie and Vito haven't minded Liam at all. Watching them all grow up together, Sadie, Freddie, Vito, and now Liam, as everyone grows up, I'm sure their relationship will mature and their love will grow for each other, and I can't wait to continue to watch it.
You're my best friend. I love playing Vito. You're so cute.
She does look like a little T-Rex. How upbeat she is constantly, and she only has 2 little legs. Has not slowed her down one bit. I think just because it happened when she was so young, like she doesn't know any better. Somebody found her. She got brought into my sister's clinic, who wanted to try to save her life and had to amputate her poor little legs. She was probably chilling in a car engine and probably got her legs caught up. And she survived that. My sister wanted to bring her over to foster, and so probably in like the day of just having her, decided to keep her. Met her, just fell in love immediately. Ended up naming her Duck. She kind of waddled. She'd kind of take it slow. She'd waddle, trying to figure out her balance. I mean, she would try to stand. She'd balance pretty good. She picked it up almost immediately. But just getting around, getting used to everything, different surfaces. She wanted to just jump around, running around. Now she will book it around the house everywhere. She hits a full upright like she's Usain Bolt around the house. Yeah, it's crazy, just she's always the happiest little thing. Ooh, a lot of energy, real playful, always getting into something.
The easiest way to catch a kitten, take a bag, set it on the ground, shake it a little bit, and boom, you got yourself a kitten.
She likes moseying around the house, comes and finds you. And she's obsessed with our little Frenchie. I got 3 dogs. Damn, me and my Frenchie has kind of been third wheeling it. She just wants to include herself. I think she was kind of feeling left out. And then I brought Duck home, and something a little more her size. They kind of just took to each other. We'll just hang out all day. They lay around, they play. Clean each other. Somebody was asking about how she cleans her face, and she tries to do it the best she can, but usually it's little Frenchie will come over and clean her face, and then she'll clean the Frenchie's face. We're obsessed with each other. We're like borderline inseparable. Yeah, I'm super happy I took her in. She's been an amazing addition to the whole pack. How could you not love her?
It's like cat yoga. He likes to stretch himself all the time. He approaches us. He'll ask for it. I call it a stretchy stretch. Sometimes he stretches so hard that he starts snorting. Of course, he always gets a kiss at the end. And you can even see him stretch his toes and his tail, kind of doing his own yoga pose. That's just something he started doing very young. I thought it was weird because he was doing it with my husband, and I was like, why is he stretching like that? And my husband's like, he just does it when I pick him up. He stretches his whole body out. If I'm standing there, he will expect me to scoop down and pick him up. That's just one of his weird, quirky things. Zuko is a calmer cat, so perhaps he likes to stretch and be more of a zen kind of cat than the other two, who are a little rambunctious at times.
Zuko is the only cat of the three of them that will actually stretch vertically. Sia and Richard Parker both actually dislike being picked up at all.
They look similar to other people, but I'm their mom, so they look nothing alike to me. They all have really distinct personalities, and I think it keeps everything interesting. I love that they're all so different. Sia is the alpha of the entire household.
Why don't you want to move?
She's very sassy, and the boys will do whatever she says. She yells constantly. Zuko's personality, so he's the middle child. Zuko's just a gentle boy. He just wants to be loved, and he just wants to love everyone. And Richard Parker is nothing but trouble.
What are you doing, bud?
Richard Parker just wants to play with everybody. He's a kitten in a 2-year-old's body, but Zuko will put up with him just because he's a good boy. C is just not a fan of Richard Parker at all.
Richard Parker is the instigator. He loves to attack Zuko, but then sometimes I'll also see him giving Zuko a bath.
Zuko is the mediator. He wants everybody to be happy. If they're ever close together, Zuko will get in the middle so that Richard Parker is not trying to pick on Sia or the other way around. My cats mean the world to me. I don't have children, so they are my children. I feel like life would be really boring without my cats. Oh, we're having a cat fight. I love them so much.
Definitely a copycat situation when they're moving their heads in the same way or even grabbing their treats at the same time. You definitely feel like you're seeing double. Pickles copies every single thing Peaches does. Anytime you see Peaches, Pickles is doing the exact same thing right after. Peaches is really nice to him. He basically lets him get his way. All of Peaches' bad habits are now Pickles' bad habits. He's taught him his ways. Peaches loves to try and get into our bedroom, so we always keep the door into the bedroom closed, but Peaches has figured out that if he jumps up on the handle, then he can sometimes get in on his own. So Pickles is always waiting and watching. He won't do it himself, but he's waiting for his big brother to let him in. They're plotting. I don't know what they want to find in there, but they're determined to get in. They plot together to get into the bedroom.
When Peaches jumps up on the handle, the door is still closed, so occasionally Pickles will run up and push the door. So kind of a combination of Peaches pulling down on the lever and Pickles pushing on the door opens it.
Peaches took Pickles under his paw. They are definitely mischievous together. We got Pickles 2 years after we got Peaches. When we first brought Pickles home, Peaches was definitely a little bit apprehensive. That's when there was a little bit of the hissing and growling.
Peaches sitting off to the side, kind of watching us, not looking too happy. But after a couple of days, they became quite close. At first, it was kind of like Peaches was a mother figure.
Hi.
And Pickles would just follow him around. Now they're a lot more like brothers. Their personalities are different in a way. Peaches is a bit more confident. Pickles is a little bit more shy, and I guess following Peaches around is kind of part of that. He'll let Peaches kind of try something first before he follows up behind him.
It's like a big brother and a little brother copying each other. It's definitely a brotherly love/hate relationship. You'll see they're fighting each other, and it's all having fun. I guess that's how they get their energy out. But it's funny, one second they'll be curled up together and the next second they're fighting each other on the sofa.
There's no way she's going to make it through the next 24 hours.
When I got her, she was in a coma. She was blind, deaf, she couldn't walk, she was freezing cold, and I thought she was dying.
But when I woke up, she was awake.
Hey, sweetie. Hi. Hello.
I knew I had to push myself to get her whatever she needs.
She was starving. She just nearly ate the whole syringe out of my hand.
Good girl. I feel him. Good girl.
Unbelievably, she is still alive.
I would wake up during the night and find her having a seizure and wait for the seizure to stop, just rubbing her chest, stroking her, and you could just hear her breathing.
Yes, I'm here.
She was stumbling around, ran to my partner. She's trying to walk. She wanted to walk. That's all she wanted to do is walk.
Good girl, Penny. Good girl.
My vet recommended that we go for an MRI scan to check the brain, and then he diagnosed her with the hydrocephalus, which is water on the brain. We only had the medical therapy option. My vet said to me, well, if there's no improvements, then we know that it's serious, kind of, she's probably not going to improve. She gave you signs that she was wanting to live.
Good girl, Penny. I'm feeling Penny. Well done, Penny.
Oh. Today Penny is on her last day of treatment.
You Penny.
After we finished the 7 days of medical therapy, she started to eat from the plate.
You're so full with food. Aren't you, mate? Yes.
Just kept practicing, you know, it was like teaching somebody to start all over again.
Careful, Penny.
She's definitely fiery.
Normally, you know, kittens understand that when you do get whacked by a bigger cat, you've got to back off, but she doesn't. She just keeps going in and in. She's like a little shark.
She's got this angry little attitude about her, but because she looks so cute and fluffy, we let her get away with what she wants. And she's going to be the cat of the family that gets away with anything. I would describe Penny as strong, feisty, little but fierce.
She's 2 months old. She's eating, she's running, walking, she can hear, and her eyesight is 90% there.
She really inspired me not to give up. She was different. Penny is a fighter.
I like to go and help the local strays of our village. So one day I went to the bins for our usual morning feed. This cat started like chasing the car, running like, okay, I'm coming. From all the strays I've dealt with over the years, I've never had a stray follow me or my car anywhere. It's like she knew, that's my car, that's my human, I'm going that way, she lives down there.
Hello there. What's your name? Are you hungry?
When I first met Annie, she was one of the friendliest strays I think I've ever found. So we decided to bring her home with us to give her the care that she needs.
It's like she knows how to lay in a bed.
I have a small sanctuary in Greece and I got a phone call about these 3 cute little munchkins that needed a home. They were so teeny and their eyes had just opened. I wasn't too sure whether I should take them or not because I've got my hands full at the moment. I can't say no to 3 cute little munchkins. And I brought them back. Annie was just besotted straight away. She sort of walked up to them, and when they're in their little box when I first put them down, and she was like looking like, what is that you've got for me? She was just like perched on my shoulder, peeking over my shoulder like, what have you got there? What are they? Are they for me? Is it a gift? Slowly she got closer and closer, and then she like laid down with them so carefully. And she just started licking them and cleaning them. She She's just got such amazing motherly instincts. She picked them up from the scruff of their neck. She put the baby in front of me as if to say, baby's hungry, I haven't got any milk, so can you please bottle feed this one? And then I did, and I bottle fed this baby, and then I put the baby down, and then she went and got the other one, and I was like, this cat is so smart. What a good girl. And it's just like magic, it was magic. She just doesn't want to leave them now. Even when I put them in the garden for like 5-minute run around on the grass to get some sun and stuff, she just sits by them. Annie was never a play cat. She wouldn't play with me for the first couple of weeks. She didn't really know how to. I'd throw toys at her and sort of just watch them go past her. But now, she runs around, she plays with the kittens' toys. She has fun. It's like they've brought out a life in her that she'd maybe forgotten about living on the streets. As the sanctuary continues to grow, I truly believe that Annie's going to be our resident surrogate mum to a lot more kittens to come.
On days where I don't have to get up for any reason, I don't set an alarm. Milo is there like clockwork every day at 7 a.m. He gets right in my face and kind of nibbles a little bit. We stay in bed for a little while so that he can have his pets, but then when he's ready to get up, I start getting ready for my day. He follows me in the bathroom. If I'm in the shower, he's right outside the shower waiting for me.
What are you doing? Hey.
After I shower, I move on to cleaning my skin, and again, he wants to be involved. When I'm using cotton pads on my face, he likes if I rub his face with some cotton pads as well. And when I'm brushing my teeth after, he likes when I use a toothbrush on him. If he sees me brushing my hair, he'll pull my arm closer to him so that I can brush him. He loves it.
Okay, now me. Tell me. Oh, now you.
After our morning routine, it's breakfast time. He definitely keeps an eye on me to make sure that I'm making the food properly, but he's secretly hoping I'll drop some food or sneak him a little bit of food as well. When I'm working from home, he'll usually sleep beside me for most of the day, but periodically he'll get up and let me know that it's time to take a break from work. It's time for some Milo pets.
Milo, you're right in my way.
We'll usually take a break in the afternoon to go outside.
You think you want to go outside? I don't know, but...
He follows me around all day, but I think he really just waits for me to sit down and be still for 5 minutes so that he can get some specified attention just for him. After dinner, we get ready for bed. In bed, I'm usually reading a book, and of course he's right beside me. He will actually push my book away with his face, so of course I'll put the book down and give Milo attention to before bed. I feel pretty lucky that somehow I ended up with one of the most affectionate cats in the entire world. He just got used to my daily routine and he wanted to be a part of it. If he's not around, it feels weird. It feels unnatural.
Oh my god.
They could have told me, we're moving out, we don't want him, can you have him? They didn't tell nobody, they just left him. I'm the neighbor that lives right across the street directly in front of their house. I just didn't want to believe it, especially because he was so old. To them, you're everything. That's all they know, that's all they have. I would look over and you can just tell he was waiting for his owners to come home. For any car movement, he would look up. Whether it was rainy, windy, cold, he would just wait out there so calm, just looking back and forth. You can tell that he was just so broken. I was just like, oh no, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to go kidnap him. But he would not let us near him. I just started looking up ways to get a cat to trust you. At first he would run, but I caught him on video where he didn't, and he just kind of like looked at me like he wanted to, but he didn't. I just started finding out slowly what kind of foods he liked. He had no issue coming over here and eating as long as it was by himself, but I wanted to get close to him. I wanted to get near him and touch him and talk to him. I was feeding him, but he was losing a lot of weight really fast, and I think it was the stress. So I was gaining his trust so he can come live with me, but also because I wanted to take him to the vet. One day, he was hissing at me when I picked him up, and so we took him to the vet that day. So I told him, go ahead and just give him all the shots then. I was like, I don't know how long it's been since he's had them. I told him do blood work too, like, because I want to know what kind of stuff he needs. He actually had to stay there for 4 days. And then that day I went to go pick him up. But you can tell he was in such a better state already. He wasn't in pain.
Look at those eyes.
So his name is Rolo. First, when I brought him, he would still kind of like forget he lives here. You can tell he was just kind of like, when is my babysitter going to take me to my mom's house? He still looked across the street. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't he get over them already? My boyfriend's like, well, you got to remember, we know for sure he was with them for 2 years at least that we lived here. It's not going to be easy. I just started talking to him more. I started to play with him more. My boyfriend's really good at making toys for them. He's so playful for his age. He loves balls. If it bounces, it's like he plays soccer.
Oh, get it, Rolo, get it. Get it, Rolo, get it. Kick it.
His favorite thing to do is to roll in the dirt. He will look for the spot that has the most dirt and just roll in it.
Oh, you're getting so dirty.
He likes being inside. So we don't hang him inside too much unless it's really cold or windy or too hot.
He's not used to being picked up.
No, you're not used to being picked up.
You don't want to go outside, Rolo. It's ugly. You hear that?
We moved out the dryer and washer we put in the kitchen, and we made that room for him. That room he can come in and go as he pleases.
Good morning.
And that's when he kind of started getting the idea, like, hey, that's my room right there. That's my house.
Are you ready to go outside?
Whenever he comes back home, I'll be like, where were you? Like, how was your day, Rolo?
Come here, Rolo.
I became his best friend.
Oh.
He'll follow me. Every time he sees me, he'll give me the little... He's just so loyal. He's like a perfect cat.
Rolo.
The best part about it is that we gave him not only like a new family, but a new life.
Rolo. My baby boy, Rolo.
Okay, come on. Show me the way. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let's go. Ella, what do you want? You want to watch a movie?
My husband was a cat person, but I've always grown up with dogs. We would go to the shelters and he could see every cat and be like, I want it. For a couple months we were looking and I kept feeling really bad because I kept telling my husband, I don't feel like a connection. Finally, one day we went and we saw Ella. She was a senior cat. When I first saw her, she came up to me and immediately licked me. I feel like I love this cat already. I was like, I'm gonna bring her home. Hello. I was kind of trying to still figure out her personality. Then about a week after having her, that's when the voice really started coming out.
Hello. Hi, Ella. Yes?
What? That's a little feisty. She would always climb on us and want to be near us. I thought it was interesting how fast she acclimated to us. At the time, I was working multiple jobs. It was around the holiday season, and I was exhausted. So I always put on the TV just for myself because I like having some sort of white noise in the background. The movie that was coming on was The Grinch, and she paused. She just stared at it the entire time, and I was like, what is happening? She's obsessed.
Ella. I paused it. I'm so sorry, I'll put it back on.
It's only The Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch. We've tried the Jim Carrey version and we've tried like the original cartoon, and she will not watch it.
Why are you yelling?
There was one night where I was making dinner. She was screaming her head off.
Stop yelling, silly.
The Grinch was the one thing that made her calm down. Watching movies has definitely become part of our routine. I wish I could say it's not daily, but it really is. I'm like, okay, are you ready? She will come get us and lead us to the couch.
You put the TV on for you, go watch it. Bye. Ella, I have to go. Okay, come on, let's go watch it. I'm coming, let's go. Get yourself situated.
I'm sorry, I'll pick one.
Do you want to pick what you watch? Oh my god. We're not watching Toothless again.
Before any movie, she's interested in the loading screen. So we'll kind of be like, okay, she's interested to see where this is gonna go. And if she's interested in a movie, she will definitely sit down and look at it. The other day, she was walking with the animals in the live action Jungle Book. Movies brought us closer together. I think it just has made her love on us more, because like even if I have the TV on but it's not what she wants, she'll at least come and sit next to us. When you adopt a senior cat, you don't know what you're gonna get. Not to quote Forrest Gump or anything. And it's fun that she is getting to know us, but we're also getting to know her. Everyone gets so nervous about senior cats or just senior animals in general, but it's completely worth it. Like, I wouldn't trade her for the world. I just love her with everything I have.
We assumed that the mama cat abandoned him because he was so weak and tiny. We had to feed him every 3 hours. So my husband and I would rotate. I would take the day shift and he would take the night shift for about a month or two.
In the very beginning, he was really vocal.
No. Stop.
Toast, he likes to play, but he doesn't like playing with toys that much. He likes playing with people. So like feed is an object he really likes. He would grab onto it, chew on your toes and stuff like that. He likes being pushed on the ground like a bulldozer too.
His hate for hairbrushes started really randomly. I would be blow drying my hair. I look over, he's just staring at me. And he showed interest, so I just threw it at him. And then I guess that's when he thought it was another creature. At first, we thought Toast was the crazy cat. And then we got Brunello, and we're like, whoa, this one's a whole new level. Brunello was about 3 months old when we found him. He was a stray kitten roaming around a local seafood market.
You're gonna hunt me, I see. You can see it in your eyes. I'm scared to make eye contact.
Whoa!
His first few days, we didn't want him to see toast until we were sure that he was healthy. When they actually met, they were pretty friendly. They did not hiss.
Bruno, he likes to copy whatever Toast does.
Derek, come check this out. Come check it out.
In the morning, after he eats, he goes on his morning rampage where he tries to get underneath the sink. We put a blockade there with books, but he's strong, so he moves the books out slowly, and gets in. They both have their own works and stuff. They're both a little bit crazy, but we love them both. Make life a lot more interesting.